Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today is tip 235, and I'm back to my phone stand, so I shouldn't be shaking today. What I decided to do this morning, I just got back from my walk with my mom, so I'm still disheveled, but that's okay. What I thought today is somebody sent me an article from Abraham Hicks, and anybody in the tribe knows that Doc V has been having us listen to a lot of those videos lately. And there was one that I found really, really interesting, and it connected to me in a different way. And it helped me to understand that I always wonder, how do we overcome that negative self-talk that pushes us? Like when we tend to say, I don't like water. I know, and I think we all know, that if you continue to say, I can't do, you're never going to achieve it. We've got to plow that stuff long off to the side and start talking in a way to support what we're seeking. And this one article from Abraham Hicks that a friend sent me actually looked at it in a way that was meaningful to me, and I'm actually hoping that it's meaningful to you. And it was just like a little blurb of an article, and kind of what it talked about is that if you want to get to station 101.4 and you're turning the radio dial to 97, you're never going to get there. It's pointless. Why do you even try? And it's kind of talking about that when we want to make changes to our goals. If we want to get to the point where we're drinking water and we're hydrating our bodies properly, or we're making goals to work towards better business decisions and growing things in our lives, progressing forward, why do we keep moving to a channel that doesn't match the vibration of what we need to move forward? So I think it's back to that self-talk. It's back to those feelings. It's back to the energy that we give to ourselves. We need to work very hard to release the thoughts, to release the feelings, to release the negative energies that block us from getting to the right station. So in my case, I know that I've been guilty of that. I've been working on it consistently for the past year and a half, and I am seeing huge progress, but I know I can do even more. And this article, it helped me because it kind of said that a negative emotion is a sort of withdrawal. If you're negative and your self-talk is negative, you've kind of withdrawn from your goal. You're not truly committed to making the change that's in your heart. So maybe your head is telling you to do it, but your heart hasn't engaged yet. So it's almost like setting the channel to 97 and expecting it to end up at radio station 101. And I just thought that this was such a great way for them to talk about it. It's helpful for us to recognize that our thoughts, that are the things that direct our body and our mind to take action, aren't matching what we truly want to happen. And I just found this to be so helpful when I read this article. I'm going to post it somewhere to remind myself for a period of time. I know in the past year and a half I've learned that I need to be thinking and praying and self-worth and confidence and making myself think. It's almost, we've all heard the saying, like, dress for the job you want to receive, dress for the job you want to have. It's almost like that with our mind. Let your mind feel what you want so that it can direct you to it. Because I've heard several people in the past couple months talk about, you can't just say affirmations. You have to feel the affirmations. And the reason is that you want your mind to feel with passion and with positive thinking where you're headed and what you want to achieve. It will help direct you when it knows what you truly want. I think too often we go, oh, well, I don't think I can do it. It's too hard. And I am guilty of that. I'm very guilty of that myself. But I'm trying really hard to let that go and to keep thinking the positive thoughts, because I accomplish more, I feel better, and I make more progress down the road when I shift myself to that place of, instead of cutting short of the channel I'm truly shooting to, that I try to really, in my mind, in my thoughts, and in my behaviors, work towards that channel that's actually what I want, instead of cutting myself short. Good morning, you Pendra. So good to see you. this was a great article, and it came to me from someone outside of the tribe, but it was talking about things that Doc V has been talking about. Oh, good morning, Lena. It's good to see you. And I just thought this was so important. So just kind of as a brief recap, it talked about thinking about, for some of us, think about a radio and how you're going to position a radio. And what they were saying is when we pollute our minds, pollute our thoughts, and pollute our feelings, and pollute our energy with thoughts that are negative, unhappy, lack self-worth, we're positioning our dial lower than what it needs to be to achieve the goals and desires and dreams. So what this was saying is kind of think about your thoughts, your energy, your emotions, thinking about those things in a position to where you're putting yourself to the channel you want. You're not going to settle for channel 97 that never reaches its goals. You're going to shift up to channel 116. Let your mind feel what you want. Let your thoughts support what you want. We give our minds conflicting messages. We want to tell it and let it feel that our passion is truly in achieving success, not feel the passion of failing. And I think even Doc V has talked about this. Zahar Mahoon with Unlimited has talked about this. A couple of the mentors from this weekend talked a little bit about our energy, our feelings, and our thoughts are not supporting us. They're not, and even one of Randy Garn was talking about clarity. I think that also could be considered. We're not clear. We're not sending the right message out there because we're not dialing into the right station. So if you're not, remember that going to the wrong channel and expecting something different. We say dress for the job you want. Let your emotions, your feelings, and your thoughts be for the life that you want, and release those thoughts, beliefs, and energies that are not the life you want. We send mixed messages to our brain. And this article really reminded me that I want to stop being on the wrong channel. I'm going to shoot higher up that channel. I'm going to keep my energy high. I'm going to keep my self-worth high. And I'm going to use as many of the gifts as I received this past weekend to keep pushing myself forward. Life feels good when you start to feel that forward momentum. Life feels good when you start to feel good about yourself. Life feels good when you start to see the clouds disappear and the path clear. And life feels good when you realize that there's more out there than you've ever even seen before. We sell ourselves short too much, and we have to stop that. Take a look at your channel on your radio. Is it time to shift it up? Do you need to change your thoughts? Do you need to change how you talk to yourself? Do you need to reevaluate how you feel energy-wise? Are you truly in your heart of hearts on the station and in the place that will propel you forward? There's a lot out there for all of us. It's unlimited what's available to all of us if we're willing to just turn up the dial a little bit, turn up our energy, turn up our feelings of self-worth and confidence. There's nothing we can't achieve if we put our heart, our minds, our emotions, and our self-worth into it. Don't ever give up on yourselves, you guys. I know there's a lot of gifts out there for all of us. Don't sell yourself short. Keep open and use those gifts now. Don't take them to the graveyard. Use them now. As Les Brown would say, use them now. Don't waste those gifts. So check your dial today and shift it up a little bit. Thank you, and you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I guess I'll go comb my hair now that I'm back from my walk. See you soon.